So, as most of you guys that are on here know me, or the people that we are working with, and it's really an exciting time to be alive, right? I mean, granted, we're going through some interesting times around the world, but there's some incredible opportunities because of that as well. And I believe that this is one of the best opportunities, especially in America, in North America, because the future looks very bright when it comes to the industry of solar, right? I'm a very firm believer that over the next 10 years, in 10 years, right, I think that the oddball house is going to be the house that does not have solar. That's going to be the oddball house, right? And so right now you kind of drive around and you'll see, oh, there's a house of solar. Oh, there's another house of solar, right? But there's significantly more houses that do not have solar. Well, over the next 10 years, it's going to be the opposite. So somebody's going to put those solar panels on there. It's an incredible career opportunity. And within this industry, which is the solar industry, I believe that we've got the absolute best opportunity that you could ask for. And with that being said, I've got a gentleman here that I'm going to introduce who's actually an expert in direct sales, who's a VP, the vice president, here with our company, Powur Energy. And we have the good fortune of being able to get this gentleman to come on here and share his experience with us, share the opportunity of Powur, and then he's going to introduce somebody else as well who I have a tremendous amount of respect for. So with that being said, Bobby, are you on the line?
I am. I am here. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you just fine.
Awesome, man. Say when. You ready to roll?
I'm ready to roll, my friend. I appreciate you getting on here. I see that for some reason you can't turn on your camera, brother.
Nah, it won't allow me. I don't think it's in your controls.
That's interesting. Okay, I'll see what I can do about that, but I appreciate you getting on here, my friend.
No worries. We can rock and roll.
All right.
So it's an honor to be here, everyone. If you're going to run the screens, we're honored to have JC be a part of our company. As you know, he's an industry leader. He's made millions of dollars in building teams around the United States, around the world, and he's come into power with his integrity and his work ethic, and we're just honored to have him. So with that, you know, I'm appealing to the guests here tonight. So if you're a guest on this presentation tonight, just please understand, when this pandemic hit, I was in South Florida doing a tour, and that tour was sponsored by the $160 billion LG. My tour was sponsored by LoanPal, the largest finance company in solar in the United States, Sunlight, Titan, the #1 rated installation company in the United States of America. So these are the biggest and the best companies in the world that want to be a part of what we're doing. And you just need to understand that, you know, as you look at this company. We got some videos. So as you're looking in as a guest tonight and you're making a decision to join JC and our company, you know, that decision should be based upon honor and integrity, and anybody can say anything, right? But when we walk you through this presentation, you'll understand that there's no debate about what we're doing, where we've come from, and where we're going. So if you want to rock it, JC, we'll go through it. Tonight, we're here for one reason. That's for the guests on here tonight to hang up when we're done and hit JC up and then roll. We're going to walk you through our model, the Powur solution, and why you should join our company. So if you look at our company, again, founded in 2014 by Jonathan Budd, you can Google Jonathan. Jonathan made his first 10 million in his 20s. He went to the rainforest and had a vision for a better world, put up $1 million of his own money. Again, Jonathan's one of the top internet marketers in the world. So again, you want to look for success, track record, pedigree, credibility. So Jonathan founded our company, again, to build a better world for his children. And that's really how Powur was started. They found me on Facebook. I spent 10 of the last several years building and running a national nonprofit cancer foundation. Before that, I built one of the largest direct sales organizations in the world. So I had a chance to make some money, and I had a chance to give back and work in nonprofit for quite some time. And Powur fuels that desire to give back. If you look at our executive team, again, that's the backbone of any great company. You'll see leaders from customer support, from software. We were spending $100,000 a month on proprietary software design alone. We brought in the top people from customer support, from solar, procurement, purchasing, finance. We brought in one of the top performers in the world for Tesla, Solar City, and recently a new COO to bring our company public. That's the goal, to be a billion-dollar company. And the economics show that we will be a billion-dollar company. If you look at our track record, again, there's a big difference between saying, hey, I've got a great idea, or hey, we've been in business for 5 years. So founded by Jonathan Budd, our first client was Solar City, Tesla, the largest solar company in the world. So they looked at our model and said, hey, we want to be a part of this company. We realized we couldn't grow with Solar City and Tesla. They spent $6 billion and couldn't get profitable. So we signed contracts with 100 solar companies around the world, which means we were vetted by the top 100 solar companies in the United States. And they said, hey, we want to be a part of this. We went online to test the crowd and see how people felt about the model we were building. We raised more money faster at that time than any company in the history of the world. 1.4 million in a few weeks. We had to shut it down. Over 5,000 people paid hundreds of dollars, if not more, to join our platform, and we continued to grow. We have a private Facebook page with all those people on there now. And then, you know, at some point we said, hey, instead of referring out solar to these great companies, why don't we teach our people how to sell solar? So we built an academy and a training course and a complete online training course. And that's something you have to understand. Right now, after 5 years and $10 million invested, after spending $100,000 a month to build proprietary software, we were built for this pandemic. We are the industry leader in online solar sales. We were built for this. We've been doing this for 5 years. And then what really changed the game was last year when we launched the first and only true transparent cost of goods model in the solar industry today. What does that mean? It means we're going to show you the money, right? Show me the money. We show you the money and we split the revenue 70-30. No one in the world's doing that. There's even more money available we'll talk about. But I think at the core of any great company are the values of that company. We serve mankind. We serve our community. We innovate every single day. All of us, we have calls every single day to think, what can we do tomorrow that we're not doing today? We just get things done. And it's this core community, it's what we're doing that has really set us apart. You know, again, people have been with us for 3, 4, 5 years, open Facebook page. Anybody can say whatever they wants. They know about our integrity. They know about our credibility. At the end of the day, again, a wise man once said that if you want to change things, don't try to fight the existing reality. Build a new model that makes the old model obsolete. Well, the old solar model is obsolete. We've built a model that makes it obsolete. In our model, we believe the customer's got to get a great deal. You know, we've got an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, but we believe that if you join our company, the seller, you need to get paid. You need to make more money than anybody else in the world that's selling solar. That's the very fabric of our company. You will make more money here than you will make anywhere in the world. As a novice, next month, you'll make more than a 10-year solar professional. And that's pretty cool. In the old model of solar, you would sell for a company. That's a job, right? The job. You're trading your life, your time for dollars. And maybe you cut a deal with an EPC, an installer. The commissions are smaller. There's little or no support. There's no passive income. A lot of you people on this line understand passive income, understand residual income. There's no equity. There's no ownership. And there's nothing scalable about what they do. Most of the people running solar companies came from HVAC or roofing or something like that. They weren't tech geniuses. In our model, you sell for yourself. You're going to make more money than anybody in the world selling solar. We have daily training support in English and in Spanish. You can build a passive income stream. We have people building 6-figure a month incomes and 6-figure a month passive incomes. You have a chance to own part of this company. Everything we do is scalable. Everything we do is technology based. And this is certainly the time for technology. This is my favorite part. I love talking about this because it's so obvious. If you're an entrepreneur on this phone tonight, if you're a human being on this phone, on a Zoom tonight, you know what has changed the world. Look, communication was changed forever by basically several online platforms. Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. The world shifted communications to an online disruptive platform. Look at transportation. Uber and Lyft changed the entire transportation industry in a matter of a few years because they built a disruptive platform. EXP built a model like ours, and they changed the entire real estate industry forever. We already have several of the top EXP representatives in the world that are a part of Powur. And you can continue to look around. Look at Costco, kind of explains who we are. Costco doesn't really make much money. If you look at their balance sheet, they don't make much money selling food and gas grills and t-shirts. They make money on their membership fee. We have a membership fee, which allows us to give you wholesale pricing. Costco's membership fee allows them to give wholesale pricing. And you can look even further than that. Look at Amazon. Look at Airbnb. Look at the travel industry. Look at Amazon. Every facet of our lives. And I've always challenged anyone that wants to have that conversation. Communication, transportation, travel, retail, food, every single thing in our daily lives has been disrupted by an online platform. So why would any rational thinking entrepreneur believe that a platform economy will not shift solar and renewable energy? And if you connect those dots, if in fact solar and renewable energy is predicted to be the greatest and perhaps the most important shift of wealth in the history of man and womankind, and you're part of a platform that disrupts that, what is your economic opportunity? It's that simple. While most companies in every industry, but certainly in solar, hide the cost of goods, they'll never really show you where the money's at. We're going to show you the cost sheet. We're going to show you the cost. And we're going to pay you 70% of the net revenue. If you're a solar organization, you can earn up to 80% of the net revenue. And here's the cool part. It's just, again, it's math. As our community grows, we build more volume, we buy more panels, we install more panels. We are the general contractor in our major markets. As we buy more, the cost goes down. And because it's a transparent cost of goods model, that means you make more money. The bigger we get, the more money you make. That's why we're building this community. I want to bring on a gentleman to walk you through the economics, and then we'll certainly answer some of your questions at the end. Jonathan Brunasso is a good example of what I was just talking about. I found Jonathan Brunasso on LinkedIn. If I was a representative in the company, I'm on the corporate side, Jonathan Brunasso, one person could be worth $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month to me if I was a representative. We are not an MLM, but you make overrides. If you want to build a team, you can make massive overrides by sponsoring people and building a team. Jonathan Brunasso is a highly respected leader in the real estate field. He's one of the top solar representatives in the United States. He took his time with Powur. He can talk to you about that. Weaved his way in, had another career, had another job, and started to learn more, get more comfortable, start to understand us as people. I got a chance to spend time with him personally, and he can tell you his story, what kind of day he had yesterday, what kind of income he's building. His biggest challenge is finding all the time to make all the money that he's starting to make. So with that, I'll give you a great leader with Powur, Mr. Jonathan Brunasso. Jonathan?
Thank you so much, Bobby. Pleasure to be here. And I am very fortunate and thankful that you did come after me on LinkedIn and you bugged me once or twice. And as they say, the rest is history. So I've been with Powur for over a year and a half now, have quite a big organization. And I've been in the solar industry for over 6 years, worked for some of the biggest companies, Solar City, Tesla, Sunrun, private brokers, usually one of the top performers in Southern California. So a little bit about me. I'm going to go ahead and walk us through a example for a compensation in California and get things started here. So cost of goods, it's very transparent, which I'll show you. The cost of goods can be about $1.95 a watt. So if we're selling a 10 kilowatt system, that means the cost is $19,500. There's companies out there selling between $3 to $4 a watt or higher. So if we sell it at $35,000, sometimes there's adders like a dealer fee, main panel upgrade, other things. That means that the net margin from the sale price minus the adders, subtract the cost of goods, is $8,500 margin. Powur gives us the lion's share, 70%. So that is a very nice commission sheet of $5,950 in our pocket as the sales pro. And Powur is going to keep 30%, which is fine by me because I'll discuss what they're going to do with that 30% in just a second. And, you know, I didn't even say this in the beginning, but I'm excited. I'm pumped up. Like Bobby said, I had 3 out of 4 signings yesterday. 1 just didn't pass credit. Today, I had another one sign up. And it's just an awesome experience. You know, they give you so many ways to make money with this company, which I'll get into as well. So this is a very common commission example, guys. I've made more than this. I've made a tad less. And my cost of goods on some of my jobs recently is even lower than this, which is very exciting. So average commissions with Powur is about $6,000 per deal, and Powur has to keep just a minimum of $1,500 or 30% of the total margin. And they do give you the breakdown of the cost of panels, cost of inverters, optimizer cost. You get your own project manager on every job that will help communicate with the install team and the permits and get this job to the finish line. So it's all broken down. This consultant's commission was $8,500. That's really nice. Another commission example, they got more aggressive on the pricing, or maybe it was a friend or family member, $3,500 commission. And you're way below the industry average as far as pricing goes. $3,500 is still a great commission on an 8 kilowatt system. Most people are not making that much in the industry on an 8 kilowatt system. So I like to say Powur is an awesome solar company, but another way to earn money is building a team, attracting people to calls like this, having people join Powur, sign up, sell some solar, tell some other people about it. So that 30% that we discussed, that Powur keeps, they will give 20% of that to you for anyone that joins Powur, which is amazing. And it goes actually multiple levels up. So the revenue share is paid from what Powur is keeping, which is, like I said, fine by me. It creates a lineage. It has a lot of people invested in your success. There's going to be 6 people above you. So it does go multiple levels. It's one of the first solar companies to offer this. Overrides on 6 levels deep, or revenue sharing, I like to call it. And it's paid from the 30% that Powur keeps. So you will have passive income. You'll wake up every Wednesday, Friday morning when they pay the overrides out, and you'll notice that you have $500-600 per deal for each person under you that you brought into Powur personally when they get a deal installed. So very exciting. Here's how the revenue share breaks down. Anyone that you personally bring into Powur, you personally sponsor, you send them your unique Pearl link and they join. If they close an average deal with Powur, you will make an average of $550 when that deal gets installed, and that's passively. You can bring in as many people as you want on your level 1, 70, 80, 100 people. Anytime they close a deal, you're making $550 passively on average. And it does go 6 levels deep. So you can start making people money off of people that they bring in on your second level. As long as you've personally recruited 5, you can earn money off of people 2 level below you. And that's $275. And then the other 4 levels are 5%, on average about $162. So in a year's time, with barely doing this part-time, I already have 5 levels opened up. JC's quickly approaching the same thing rapidly within a fraction of the time, just the last few weeks as well. So really exciting opportunity. That's another way we can make money with Powur. selling yourself, and building a team. The third way that you can make money is a mentor program. So Powur does ask that if you're a solar pro, you at least have one deal with a mentor like me. And we're going to teach you how to use the system. We're going to prepare you to be a mentor, answer all your questions, and give you some very valuable resources and tips and tricks with the system. So that is a 50-50 split. If you're not a solar professional with 12 months experience, you do have to do your first 3 deals minimum with a mentor. They will teach you as much as you want to learn so that you're ready to sell after the first 3 deals. If you're on here tonight and you never want to sell, I just want to submit a lead. I'm a realtor, I'm a home security, I'm a contractor, whatever you do, you just want to submit a referral to a mentor like me, you will get a 50-50 split on the commission. On average, about $3,000 is what we like to shoot for minimum. So that is the mentor program. Once you sell 5 deals on your own, you can then apply to be a mentor and take a test to be a mentor. People will use you from across the country to sell deals in your neighborhood. Anyone in your team that you've introduced to Powur, they will also need a mentor as well. So that is a third way to make money with Powur, which is pretty neat. It's better than the traditional method because at other solar companies, you sell, you leave the next day, you get fired, you're walking away with an empty box with your succulent and your family picture, and that's it. There's no passive income. There's no team building. There's no revenue share. That's what really attracts me to Powur. The fourth way to make money with Powur is equity options, like Bobby mentioned earlier. On your first install, Powur will grant you 100 stock options. So when they go public and they're ramping up to do so, you will be able to realize 100 stock options. On the first install of anyone that you personally told about Powur that joined, you'll get 50 stock options. And they have some pretty attainable goals here. 25 installs in a year, 50 installs in a year gets you a massive amount of stock options as well. So this is the fourth way now that you will be able to make money with this platform, with this solar community. So they do give you all the tools and support you need to succeed. There's lots of training. There's a calendar online. There's Zoom calls daily. There's sales and team building every Friday. There's a CEO call third Thursday of every month. This calendar that we have has all the training every week, onboarding, opportunity Zooms. There's a Saturday showcase I'll discuss in just a second. And they give you the platform, the back end to enter leads, manage your team, have your own personal URL to attract others to solar, to attract others to join Powur. They really give you everything that you need for training. When we're not locked down, like now, we're doing it via Zoom, but when we're not locked down, we have really great road shows across the country, especially in Texas and Florida and California. We have live events, we fill rooms. I've been to a few myself. Looking forward to going to Florida and Texas here pretty soon once we can start to travel again. So you'll be part of a community, that culture, again, that Bobby mentioned. I know him personally. I know Charles Thompson. I've hung out with him. So we create a little bit of a family that way. And the technology, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek after I'm done here, but you can enter in leads in real time, get a proposal back in an hour, dynamic proposal, edit it, change it, remove panels, change equipment, change financing, sell it instantly. It really is awesome. There's no more waiting around like at a lot of other companies. And that is part of what you get with Powur, the ability to get proposals, change it, sell it instantly. It's all taken care of. And it's getting better every other month, guys. Since I've been here, there's a new platform, there's a new addition, there's a new rollout that makes the system even better. Not to mention the cost of goods, just the time that I've been here has probably got 30, 40% better, which is amazing. Commissions are paid weekly. Same thing with team overrides. Like I mentioned, Wednesdays and Fridays are paid out weekly. You get your own digital e-wallet, very transparent. Paying is no problem. It's on time, it's quick, and it's in your own personal digital wallet. So where can we sell? We are in all the states in blue. California, Texas, and Florida specifically is where we have our general contractor's license. Our cost of goods is lower. We procure our own equipment. So we have a heavy presence in those states. In other states, I just did proposals yesterday and today in Nevada, Arizona. Those are great states as well. Illinois is becoming bigger and bigger. And as the cost of goods goes down, the economics get better. There's just such a climate for solar right now. As the cost comes down, we're seeing city and state mandates requiring solar on all new homes. We're seeing incentives start to go away. We're seeing more warming temperatures, climate change, fires, utility rates going up everywhere with the crazy weather we're having. It just makes sense, like JC mentioned and Bobby mentioned. So this is our national footprint. Wrapping it up here, one or two more slides. Powur gives you more commission, more ownership, 4 ways to make money. 70-30 split on the net margin, transparent, equity ownership, revenue sharing. So to join Powur, there is a $99 one-time onboarding fee. You'll get your backend set up, your personal URL set up, your e-wallet, hour-and-a-half training. Try to take an onboarding once and they're every weekday on the calendar, and that's it. You're off to the races. You can start selling, entering leads, working with the mentor, making thousands of dollars in your pajamas at home. There is a $49 monthly technology cost to maintain our software, proposals, all the technology in the back end that you're going to receive is just a $49 monthly reoccurring cost. Couple more things. We have a utility bill training with Charles and myself tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific. We're going to cover utility bills, kilowatt hours, show you how to get the last 12 months, enter it correctly, make sure it makes sense, all that good stuff. And Saturday, guys, this is really important. There's going to be a big announcement from the CEO, Jonathan Budd. This Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific, you're going to get some training. You're going to get an opportunity, Zoom with Powur. You're going to learn about the big announcement that Jonathan's going to make. It's just getting better and better, and there's some really good announcements coming up soon here. So try to make it to those two, or go ahead and invite people to those as well. So I'm going to just pivot real fast. If there's any solar pros on here, entering a lead in the back end is really easy. Address, city, state, name, and then you have a dynamic proposal here. You can edit, add, remove panels, see the system, see the price, change the equipment, change the financing. $130 a month for this lady. She's spending $190. Margins over 10 grand. Your commission's over 7 grand. It's that simple. Here's an example. Sneak peek, guys. I normally don't do this. My commission on a home in Rancho Cucamonga, California, about $9,000. Cost of goods here, about $1.80. It's just getting better and better and better. So in conclusion, and I'll hand it back over to JC, talk to whoever invited you to watch this video. If you're watching it recorded or streaming, whoever told you about this opportunity, get back in touch with them, join with them, and we are all here to help with your success, and we look forward to working with you. So with that, just turn it back over to you, JC.
Awesome, awesome, Jonathan. Well, I appreciate that very much. And, I got to tell you, man, as I'm looking at this presentation and seeing you and Bobby talk about the Powur opportunity, I can't help but get excited, guys. And we're going to finish up right here in a little bit, and then we'll stop the recording, and then what we'll do is we'll open it up for some questions. I know that there were some people on the chat that were asking questions, and so one of the things that gets me excited is this, right? We live in California, and in California, when I heard that every house being built in 2020 has to have solar, and every house in California by 2045, every house in California has to have solar, I said to myself, man, somebody's got to put the solar panels on these homes. And might as well be us. Somebody's going to make a lot of money from this, you know. And I say this all the time because it's true, right? But Bill Gates once said, if you want to get wealthy, find out where the masses are going and get there first. Well, I really believe, without a shadow of a doubt, that the masses are going to go solar. In 10 years, the house without solar will be the oddball. Now, the difference is this. Anybody could go sell solar for any company. But the name of the game here is leverage, right? I've got some friends that are looking at what we've got going on. They say, well, I'm getting paid very good with this other solar company. Then they compare those commissions to what they can make here. They realize, I could get paid more here. And I said, well, not only that, you're your own dealer. See, I firmly believe that this is a platform, and Mr. Bobby Smith always mentions that, right? The platform economy. This is a platform economy. So if anybody is familiar with eXp Realty, they are crushing it. They are just breaking records left and right. There's people that are making outrageous. There's guys that were top producers making lots of money. Now they're top producers making 10 times more money, but they're not making sales anymore. They're making a couple sales here and there because they're making like multiple six figures per month just because they told a couple of people. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm of this belief. Now, this is not what I'm wishing to happen, but this is what I believe is going to happen. So we're all business owners here. With everything that's going on, it's unfortunate. And unfortunately, a lot of businesses are going out of business. People are not making money. People are not going to work. So the real estate market is going to get impacted. If another 2008 is upon us, which I believe it is. Now, this is just simply my opinion, right? Well, I can't help but think, okay, what happened last time? I was a real estate agent back in 2007, 2006, 2005, 2004. December 2007 is when I realized the ish hit the fan. It's over for me because I didn't have an established business. I didn't save enough money. I wasn't the guy that was firm in the real estate market. I was making a lot of money, but I wasn't the guy that was like, very stable. The point is, I left the industry. And I said to myself when this happened, oh my God, I thought the real estate market was going to correct itself or crash soon. COVID-19 speeded everything up. The point is this, what's going to happen? What are all of these real estate professionals going to be doing, going to be looking for? In my opinion, there's a couple of options. Option number one, life insurance. Option number two, maybe home security sales. Option number three, solar sales. Option number four, real estate. Not real estate, network marketing. Out of all of those four options, as I evaluated everything, I realized the most obvious place for them to go is solar. Because here's the deal. If I got a family that's paying $7,000 a month in overhead, mortgage, groceries, car, everything, $7,000 a month, and I go and sell them a life insurance policy, everybody needs life insurance. Don't get me wrong. I have life insurance, so does my wife. But if I sell them a life insurance policy, they're not paying $7,200 a month, $7,300 a month. They're paying more money. If I sell them an alarm system, my wife and I own an ADT dealer, great business. But if I sell my client an alarm system, now they're paying $7,060. If I sell them a house, that's more money out of pocket. There's a closing cost. There's a down payment. The point is every sale is money out of pocket. But if I go to this family that's paying has a $7,000 per month overhead, and I see their $220 bill, and I'm able to save them 15%, 20%, 50%, all of a sudden they go from $7,000 to maybe $6,900, maybe $6,920. The point is the overall overhead is less. So the question is it even a sale? So it's like, it's the only sale and the only purchase that somebody can make that they're actually paying less, because that's a bill. How long have you paid your electric bill? Forever. How long do you plan on paying that electric bill? Forever. So if I'm a real estate agent that's looking for a new opportunity, and I've got a bunch of homeowners that have bought from me their biggest expense, it's a very easy transition for me to call them and offer them to save money on their electric bill. And the commissions are very comparable. The average commission here is close to $6,000. I just did a proposal. The guy's ready to go, but he needs to work on his credit a little bit, and we're looking at some other options, but that's an $18,000 commission. So, and it was a 30-minute presentation. It was one of my friends, that Mr. Jonathan Brunasso, helped me out with a presentation. So I love this opportunity. Whether you want to make an extra $5,000 per month, $10,000, $20,000 per month, you can write your own check. But if you want to build leverage, here's the deal. We've all heard of and I'll finish with this. We've all heard of the real estate boom, right? We're in the beginning of what's going to be the solar boom. We're entering it, and that boom's going to last 10, 15 years or more. But some people are going to get involved in we're going to have people on our team that are making 6 figures per year or 6 figures per month. So how many of those people do you want on your team? How many of those homeowners that you know are going to go solar that you like for them to go solar with you? It's a real profession. We don't get paid for recruiting. We get paid if we build a team and those teams make sales. We make overrides. We make commissions on our own personal sales. But this is not network marketing where we make commissions by simply recruiting people. This is a very real, legitimate business, and we're in the beginning of the solar boom. And that's why, as you guys can tell, I'm so excited. So with that said, I'd love to see if Mr. Bobby can add something, or Mr. Jonathan, or if any of you have any questions, feel free. We can answer some questions right now.